Hi guys, this is Paul again from PABrewNews, and we're going to do Yuenglings Porter today. We're going to have to give it a go. We'll see how it measures up to some of the other porters. I just had the Porky Bus and I had Dead Reckoning. As far as I remember, they're both 8 out of 10. They're very good, very well-crafted ales. And we're going to see how the Pennsylvanian, technically macro ale, lives up to its name. I use this. It's a screw off. Bastards. Because it's people they market it to can't figure out how to use a bottle opener. They make it twist off. So they can open them easily while they're driving down the road hunting and poaching and all this. I'm being a bastard, I'm sorry, I know. There you go. But it is America's oldest brewery, started in 1829, Yuengling Porter, brewed expressively for tavern and family trade. D.G. Yuengling and Sons, Inc., Pottsville, PA. And I believe it is Yuengling.com. The ABV of this particular beer, doing that thumb thing again, is no one knows. There is a little tag on here, but if I try to rip it off, it's just a barcode. They put a barcode on freaking everything. This does not have, it does. Do not poke a badger with a spoon if you're pregnant, nursing, or becoming pregnant. Badgers are dangerous. There you go. So that's a nice government warning from Yuengling. Watch out for badgers. You have this slightly off characteristic of this. This has been aged a little bit at my house. I don't know the off date per se. There's nothing. Yeah, I was sitting on it for about a month, so you get this twinge. You get this twinge to it. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. I'm going to taste it, smell it again, see what I get. It's kind of almost, you get a slight bit of burnt cigarette, a little bit in there. Like an ashtray burnt cigarette. But then you do get some roasted in there. Some roasting does mix with it. And this aroma of water. I mean, literally, it's like a weird chlorinated water aroma coming off of it. That might not be a bad thing. It might sound like bad, but that might not be a bad thing. It does lace. Look, see? And lacing on that shit. I'm not getting much of caramel, coffee, chocolate, or anything like that. And there's no hop bitterness or citrus notes coming up off this thing. Etched into the glass, it does say family operated. American award. I think that's it. Oh, American owned, family operated. That is nice. I do enjoy that. I'm not spitting on them for that. That's great. American businesses, American economy, all that good stuff. Keep it home, keep it there. That's why I support PA Brews. That's why I made this damn channel, so that's awesome. Caramel hints want to cling, want to come alive, but they're suppressed by this off chlorinated water. You don't get any kind of ashtray or anything like that. You don't get any hops, and you don't get any bitterness. It's smooth, medium mouthfeel, very little to no carbonation. get hit with the water notes, these water notes. and all behind that, there's a waft of that ashtray coming up, a little bit of a waft of it, and then there's just these roasted notes, kind of like piddling, like, here's the roasteds in the bottom. Here's that ashtray, and then here's this, well, you can't even fucking see it, but that is where the that carbonated water, kind of treated water flavor. And like Simon says from the Real Ale Guide, most of the beer is water, so you can't shade off. You can't shrug off the water. If you use a carbonated tap water supply, you're going to get carbonated water supply beer. I mean, that's just the fact that if you want to use a spring water, or if you want to import water, or if you want to use well water, you get that. You get the quality of the water in the beer, and I think this has been treated. There has been, as Tara K, you know, always points out, the E numbers with brewing. Yuenglings supplies a lot of people. No matter family-owned, family-run, if they're not making a lot of money and he has to wear, you know, ripped jeans, or they service millions of people with their, I'm assuming, with their beer. And you know, if they would take a little bit more time and add a little bit more nice things, it seems, to their, yeah, the girls are yelling, nice things to their beer, they might be able to make it a little bit nicer, a little bit more quality, a little more craft, but they would have to charge a little bit more. And they're in that little ballpark where, oh, if it's 25 cents to 50 cents more, well, we're just going to drink Bush or Keystone Light or crap like that. Just yellow fizzy piss in a fucking glass. And that's where this is right now. You're borderline fizzy piss in a fucking glass. And because it's macro. No matter how they don't want to say they are, they're crafted, they're American, they're putting the same attention to it that a macro beer would. And that's where this is at. You don't want to get carbonated water. You don't want to get these strange E-type kind of flavors and aromas from your beer. That's not craft ale. They don't really claim that much to be craft ale, but when you want to be a family-operated company in America, blah, 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 you're just giving us a bad name when you do stuff like this. And when I want a whiskey, I don't buy Banker's Club. I don't buy the stuff on the bottom shelf that happens to be $9 a fifth. I buy the best I can, the quality, the nice stuff. I want to enjoy the craftsmanship and the legacy behind it. I don't want stuff that'll just get me drunk. I don't want stuff that'll just, well, I can drink it easy and I can just get drunk off of it. I don't care about that. If you want to market and lower yourself to that common denominator, that's fine, I guess. But see these guys? People like that? They're brewers. They brew beer, craft beer, and they have a following across the whole world. And I can't see Yuengling brewing the beers that they brew. I don't really see that to catch on across the world. I mean, America's oldest brewery, they will beat that like a dead horse to sell their ale. And honestly, hardworking, uneducated, blah blah blah. I don't want to sound like an asshole. I mean, a lot of people drink Yuengling. A lot of people I know drink Yuengling and things like that. But when I speak of ales from around the world and things like that, they don't want anything to do with it. They can't live out of their little box. Oh, no, we just drink this, we just drink this, we just drink. There's nothing else out there. I mean, the concept of paying $3 or $4 for just a pint is out of their comprehension. They can't fathom that. And you know, there's no point. There's no point in me even mentioning it. That's my little rant. It's about time I had a fucking rant. So there you go. I'm only 3 beers in, so I'm not drunk. I'm just ranting because that's what I feel. That's why this took me so long to actually crack it open and review it. But here I am, and that's basically what I'm getting. You are getting a roasted malt base. There is roasted malts. Then you make porter, you use roasted malt. It's there. There's a caramel. There's a darkness to it. There's carbonated water. I'll take back the ashtray thing. It's more smoke. There's a slight. That's how you be polite. There's a slight smokiness to it that I can't quite place. But it's not natural. There's not a natural flavor coming off this that's prevalent. The big prevalent one is carbonation, chloride, ashtray, but then caramel, dark roast, toffee. It's in there. It is in there. I'm not spitting all over Yuengling. It's just I got to be honest what I smell and taste. Bland. Bland. Down the middle of the tongue. Slight caramel that dissipates. No real bitterness to speak of. And that's it. Easy to drink. Smooth mouthfeel. Is it horrible? No. It is not horrible. Is it drinkable? Yes, it is drinkable. Is it cheap? Comparatively? Yeah, it's cheap. Price-wise, I mean. If someone first wanted to try a porter that has never tried one and was really finicky and really cheap, as far as pocket-wise goes, get them a Yuengling porter. Just be like, if you live in Pennsylvania anyway, I mean, it's right. I think they made one in Florida now, and a thing in Florida. So get them a Yuengling porter. Pick one up for them. Be like, here, try this. Try to expand new horizons. Me, I'm an asshole. I'll just say, here, you want to try something dark? Here, bam. There you go. Here's an old Rasputin. Just go for it. You might like it. I did the same thing with a guy who liked Bush. Excuse me. I gave him the Trogs Perpetual IPA. Either he's going to love it or he's going to die. Who knows? But before I go on and on with this rant, let me button this one up. Yuengling porter. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's got a lot of things going on with it. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. If you want a porter that is bare minimum, just to get you into the whole thing, something you can drink over and over and over and over and over and over, that would be Yuengling porter. So 5 out of 10. It's not horrible. If it was bad, I'd let you know. It's drinkable. Don't expect too much, but it's something you can always go back to if you need a fallback. So this has been Paul from PA Brew News. Subscribe, comment, yell at me if you want to or agree. That's fine. Sorry about the rant, but cheers.